Your life is about to get real good. And what you're doing in your life is about to get even better for one simple reason. And that is, regardless of whatever job you have in your place of work, or whether you're building a business, or whether you have an art form, or maybe you're a designer or a photographer, or maybe you're a coach or a guide of some kind, that underneath all of those jobs, any of those responsibilities, any of those kind of creative endeavors that you're undertaking is the root, the source of what makes them all successful, what makes them all fulfilling, what makes them all enjoyable. And that is you being in alignment. You see, your only job in life, your sole purpose, is to be in alignment. And when you're in alignment, everything is effortless. It's easy. It's like playing. And you don't need to take on what society says or what the gurus say or what the experts say you need to do in whatever your field is, whatever your line of work is, to be successful. You don't have to live up to somebody else's standards. You don't need to fall in line with the models or the ways of the world. You actually know your way. You step onto your path, and it's the path of least resistance because it comes from within. It's inspired from within. It's designed for you, by you. And that's what makes it aligned. And so this is where it becomes very, very simple, is that your only job of alignment is actually to feel amazing. That's your number one priority. Because in alignment, you are feeling incredible. You have access to your innermost self, which is well-being. It is inspiration. It is creativity. It is freedom. And it is by virtue of becoming aware of your true self, which is, I am. It's just that simple fact that you exist, that momentary remembering that you're alive, right? When you think about the most grateful moments in truth, is when you remember that you get to experience all of this. You get to create everything that you're working on. You get to be you. You get to live this life and make it your own. And everything that argues against that is generally a stress or a burden that we've taken on from the world that distracts us from that inner knowing of ourself, our beingness, our consciousness, which is the vitality, the vibrance, the freedom, the creativity, the inspiration that courses through our being when we let go of the world, when we stop giving significance to our circumstance, and when we just rest in the awareness of, I am. And I'm so grateful that I am, because that's all I need. And you see, when you came into this world, you knew that without even really knowing that intellectually. You just embodied it. And that's why you were so creative. That's why you were so inspired. That's why you were so present. That's why you were so connected. That's why you were so lighthearted and playful. That's why everyone loved you. Who doesn't love a child? There's nothing more innocent. There's nothing more free than a child. And that is your true self, that inner child that just wants to play. And it has access to infinite intelligence, inspiration, intuition. It is within that inner realm so fulfilled and so lit up by its own beingness and love of being. And that is the key to alignment, the recognition, the momentary realignment with that truth that I am. And first of all, I've just released the pre-order for my Aligned Creator Blueprint, which is a guidebook, which is walking you through this and allowing you to reverse engineer and uncover everything that's in the way so that you can align your life and your work and your business and your art forms and make that successful beyond your wildest dreams, to multiply your influence, your impact, and your income and all of those endeavors. And I'm going to talk more about this later, but if you want to have access to this, just comment creator down below and I'll send you a link where you can learn more about it. Because with this blueprint, which is combined with the free masterclass that I've talked about many times, which you can find a link below for, it is I am, right? Identity, alignment, and manifestation. And those are the three kind of core aspects to you being in alignment with who you truly are, uncovering your relative soul purpose, your creative expression, your authentic voice, the true passion that you have in life, which is easily accessible and obvious when you are in alignment. And you see, that's why the only job you have is to be in alignment, because everything becomes clear. You have access to the inspiration which guides you. You are in tune with your emotional guidance system, which is nudging you in the direction of your highest excitement, the highest good for your life, and your highest service in this moment that you're meant to share. And these are all the tools that are within your very own consciousness that you came into this world with, that you always have access to. And it is through cultivating the connection with these, reestablishing a trust in yourself, and practicing the viability, the knowing that they are true and that they are serving you, guiding you, and leading you in the direction of your path of least resistance towards your destiny, that you step onto that path and that you reclaim your God-given birthright to be rich and fulfilled and happy and full of lightheartedness and playfulness in everything that you do, which is the root and the source of all success in life. That is the true success. You see, the world wants us to believe that we have to work hard for a long time and do things that we don't want to do. And maybe if we're good enough and we live up to the standards of society, that one day we'll be able to retire maybe, or we have enough money, or we can say through our accomplishments and our recognitions and our achievements that we've made it. But all of these things are a byproduct of you being you. And that's what this blueprint is all about. It's about realigning with who you truly are, understanding what you've picked up along the way that's just not true to you. And through a series of exercises and through a guided walkthrough of this whole process, you will tap back into your original inspiration, your inherent passion, which is yours as a unique individual, the blueprint of your life, which you came in with, the talents, the gifts, the abilities, the passions, the inspirations that you want to give birth to in this life, which are what others want from you, because they are your authentic voice, your authentic passion. And when it comes from that authenticity, then you've tapped into the real currency of life, which is that passion. It is that inspiration. It is that authenticity. That is the most valuable, the priceless currency of our society, which is what everyone is actually desperately wanting and desiring underneath everything. It is that connection to our true selves that we're seeking. And when you embody that by going through this process and implementing a framework in your life to really cultivate that connection and be receptive to that inner guidance, again, which is coming from alignment, then you are nudged and guided in the right direction. You are tapped into the unlimited stream of creativity and inspiration that moves you effortlessly on the path of least resistance towards everything that is meant for you, towards everything that you're meant to create, and towards everything that is good for your life in this world and for the others around you in it. And you see, it is so much simpler than we've been making it out to be, because you don't need to adopt techniques and strategies and all these prescriptions that other people say you need to do. You have your own tools, your own infinite intelligence, which is that well-being within you that is so profoundly intelligent that it gives you what you need when you need it. And when you trust that, when you trust yourself, when you cultivate belief and conviction in yourself, in that source within you, then you have everything that you need. And now you can just get paid to exist, by sharing your passion, by bringing to your business your art form, your creative endeavor, your guidance work, your coaching practice, your true self, which is a sort of sensitivity. It is a unique creativity. It is the essence of who you truly are at the core of your being, which is the only thing that is really valuable. And from that value becomes the relative value that you have to share. It is that gift, that talent, that ability that you have, that art form, that expression that is unique to you, that others will recognize by virtue of its authenticity, that priceless currency, which cannot be compared to anyone else. Right? That's the beauty of authenticity, is that it is a niche in and of itself. You become a market of one, and there's no competition there. You are yourself, and that is the most valuable thing that you can be. And from there, your business thrives. Your work becomes immeasurably valuable, and you are recognized for being true to you. And that's what this aligned creator blueprint walks you through. And it also helps you to create a daily routine, a sort of rhythm that you can align with, which in truth really doesn't need to take more than a few hours a day if you're truly committed to building this business or rebuilding a business that you're in love with, to align your practice, to infuse your art forms and your creative expressions with that passion of your soul, to be the success that they're meant to be. And so again, if you want to have access to this blueprint, which I've just announced, which is in its pre-sale phase, it's for the short period of time, 33% off. It's never going to be cheaper than it is now. It's less than $30, and it's going to walk you through in about 50 pages with a literal workbook, a guidebook that helps you reverse engineer all of this stuff and implement it in your life in such an aligned way that you will wonder how you didn't know about this before, because it is going to come from within you. It's going to be birthed from the deepest place, that most authentic, aligned place within you. And that's why it's going to work for you, because it's not someone else's path. It's not a system that other people have said works. It's going to be your path, the path of least resistance, the law of least effort, which is born of your soul. And so again, if you want to have access to this, just comment creator down below and I'll send you a link where you can read more about it.